Good morning, folks. Welcome to my corner of YouTube. My name is Stephanie, and this morning for our focus card of the day video, the oracle card that was pulled is Sukloth. Sukloth, angel of verdancy. The wind moves through the grass in waves, carrying with it seeds of growth. It flows across the landscape and burrows into the cool soil. Beneath the fallow earth, seeds vibrate and burst, changing the loam. The transmuted life already craving the open air and the ecstasy of sunlight. It is nature and natural for plants to seek the sky and the blessings of the sun. With the simple act, prayer, the dominion of Sukloth expands. With open hands, Sukloth denies decay and defies entropy. All is verdant where Sukloth wanders. Let our roots take hold and allow the gaze of Sukloth to fall upon us. It is the season for blossoming. Signs: a branch, a flower, a seed. Blessings are here, folks. Blessings. Amazing blessings. Blessings from God. There are opportunities here, folks. Big break. Take a chance. It's our moment to shine. So the reason I'm doing the cards in the order I'm doing them is the first two cards, Sukloth and Blessings, are looking to the right. An opportunity. And the King of Wands are looking towards Sukloth and Blessings. So, the message for the King of Wands: we are truly progressing on our spiritual path. So let's avoid rushing too far, too fast. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day. So take time to stop and smell the roses, as this will be a lifelong journey of exploration and discovery. So take some time, folks. We're exploring. We are discovering things. We are receiving blessings, amazing growth, transformation. We are blossoming. And it takes time. It takes time for it. And sometimes with growth, we need time to rest and relax, self-care, to care for ourselves. Think about it. Kids, when they're growing, they need naps. Things of that nature, right? Self-care. So take a bath. Take many baths. Take naps. Opportunities. Big breaks. It's our moment to shine. Take chances. King of Wands. Okay, so energetic, experience, optimistic, confident, strong, friendly, funny, charming, away with words, fearless, free thinking, motivated, action-oriented, proud, passionate, honest, loyal, lenient, dependable, protective, natural-born leader, daring to be different. So doing things differently and being proud of ourselves and confident and believing in ourselves. Taking time will give us the motivation. Resting and relaxing and self-care will provide us the motivation and the energy to do the things that we want to do. Want. The opposite of need. Our growth is flowing. We're transmuting, folks. Okay, so the wind moves through the grass in waves, carrying with it seeds of growth. We're growing. It flows across the landscape and burrows into the cool soil. So our growth is flowing currently. The transmuted life already craving the open air and ecstasy of sunlight. We are in a transmuting process. We are leveling up, ascending. We are elevating. He's on a hill, a ridge, a platform, so to speak. And the elk are walking up to him. And that's a tree. So spend some time with the trees this weekend or this week. Spend some time with the trees. Spend some time in nature. The transmuted life already craving the open air and the ecstasy of sunlight. It is nature and natural for plant life, because we are plant life, basically, to seek the sky and the blessings of the sun, enlightenment, clarities, discoveries, epiphanies, aha moments, with this simple act. No, prayer. So pray, meditate while we're spending time with the trees in the sun. The dominion of Sukloth expands. So again, we're growing. We are emanating at a greater radius, a greater distance, a greater level, a greater frequency. Sukloth denies decay and defies entropy. All is verdant where Sukloth wanders. Abundant. Verdant is abundant. Blessings. Blessings. Let your roots take hold. Getting grounded for this growth, for this expansion, for this multiplication. Like, that's the image I'm getting in my head. Not addition growth, like 1 + 1. This is multiplication growth, okay? Like 10 times 10, 100. Instead of 10 plus 10, 20. Like that. 10 plus 10, 20, right? 10 times 10, 100. That is the level of growth that we are being asked to prepare ourselves for. Grounding ourselves. Praying and meditating. Let our roots take hold and allow, releasing, surrendering. Allow the gaze of Sukloth to fall on us. It is the season for blossoming. Beautiful. Gifts. Amazing gifts, folks. Take these opportunities. They will present themselves to us. Take them. And it's okay to spend time with the trees at night as well. Opportunities, plural, multiple. Self-care. Slowing down. Buy ourselves flowers. And stop and smell them when we walk past them. That represents mindfulness, being aware and present and in the moment. And when we slow down, we have time to enjoy the little moments, the little things. Because really that's what life is all about. Those small moments that end up meaning so much. Communication. Pay attention to the conversations we participate in. Pay attention to the things we hear. Meaning music, shows, right? We avoid eavesdropping. Not kosher, not cool. We avoid eavesdropping. So we're not interested in the conversations of others. We're interested in the conversations that we participate in. Our guides, God, will ensure that we receive the messages we are supposed to receive. So phone calls, text messages, emails, things we receive, okay? Messages we receive. Remember our education. We may be learning. Oh, okay, so remember the education we have already acquired. And then growth, expansion. We're learning more. Discoveries, sunlight, epiphanies, truths. And remain flexible. Going with the flow. Going with the flow. Stretch also, because that helps our blood flow. That helps our body relax. And, throughout the week, we get so tense and, tight. And this is an opportunity to let our shoulders drop. Yeah. I got that message right. To just relax. Put our feet up. There's hustle and bustle about getting ready for the holidays. And the holidays are not about the stress of, I've got to do this and I've got to do that. And if it's not perfect, it blah, 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 blah. No. The holidays are about spending time with the people that we cherish and that we love and that mean something to us. And how much time are we spending with those people if we're in our heads about all the things we have, all the to-dos, all the things that need to be accomplished. Everything will be accomplished exactly when it's meant to. This is about spending time with ourselves and spending time with others. Whether we're having small get-togethers or a larger group, blessings. We're being honored with blessings and gifts from God, from the angels, from our guides, from our ancestors. Slowing down allows us to spend time with our ancestors. Those that we love. Those that we miss. Our ancestors will be communicating with us. And telling us how much they love us. The communication may come through in droves. Four angels. Four angels. Four ancestors. Four loved ones. Four loved ones. I get a graveyard cemetery vibe from these two cards. Stop and smell the roses. Roses. If your ancestors are close to you, take them flowers. If your ancestors are not close to you, take flowers to somebody else in a graveyard or a cemetery. I recommend silk flowers personally because they last longer. Excuse me, I'm sorry. If you take real flowers, remember to take some water, a bottle of water, so that you can put water in the vase. The point is, whether it's our ancestors or someone we don't know, it's paying respects. The cycle of giving and receiving. Showing respect and courtesy. Go with the flow. And in showing respect and courtesy, when we enter into a graveyard or a cemetery, education. We bring a grocery sack. We pick up trash that we find along the way to show our intentions for being there, to show that our intentions are courteous and respectful. Keeping their areas neat and tidy and clean. Also, get an app on your phone. Something, I have one, it's called the White Noise app. They're not paying me for this. It's a free app, but it has a grandfather clock on it. Older graveyards, older cemeteries, that's a sound that's familiar to them. Tick, tock, tick, tock. A familiar sound will also be inviting and welcoming for them. So we may also receive messages from energies outside of any relation to us. And the way they will let their guard down. I mean, they can sense our energy, but our actions speak louder than our words, which is why we take a bag and we pick up trash, which is why we bring flowers to show respect, which is why we play a clock, because it's something soothing and familiar to them. Our actions speak louder than our words. We announce ourselves when we get there, and we tell them that we come from a place of respect and consideration. And when we take something, we leave something behind. That's why we leave flowers. We're going to be taking messages. We leave flowers behind, but we leave the flowers first. Another thing I do, bring a bottle of water anyways. pour water onto the ground. It flows across the landscape and burrows into the cool soil. Just offer water to the earth, an offering, as well as prayers, as well as meditation. Yeah, I got that right. I got that right. And pray for the individuals that we visit. And we ask for the best energies to come forth and communicate and connect with us. Because there are many energies. And we want the best energies to come forth. And we ask consideration, manners, please and thank you. If you are willing, if you have time, would you consider things of those statements of those nature, statements of that nature. Take our time. These energies are going to be observing us and watching us to see if we're legit. They can see our energy. But that's why our actions speak louder than our words. That's why we pick up the trash. That's why we offer water to the ground. That's why we speak softly and respectfully. We avoid demands. We avoid ultimatums. We just ask. And the best energies will come forward. So spend time, more than 20 minutes. That's why we play the sound of a clock. It stimulates their senses. It's almost like it invigorates them and reminds them what it is to be alive again, or reminds them an aspect of when they were alive. And they will be drawn to us. This is self-care, folks. Caring for ourselves and caring for others, as well as holidays, caring for those around us, the living around us, as well as the ancestors around us, This message is deep. And if it's cold outside, I would bring my robe, something warm to wear, whether it's at night or during the day. So yeah, that's what I've got, folks. So if we take real flowers, we take several bottles of water, because we want bottles of water for the flowers. We want a bottle of water for the ground, and then one for ourselves. If we're going to be there for, 30 minutes or more, I would say an hour. Spend time. Spend time. And if we take silk flowers, we still want to take a bottle of water for the ground and a bottle of water for ourselves. We need a bag for trash. And then we need a clock noise. And then our manners and our consideration. We introduce ourselves. We state the purpose for being there. And then we welcome and invite in the best energies to communicate with us in respectful manners. Flashlight, so we can see the trash on the ground. Everybody's got a flashlight on their phone, and I have the app on my phone, so it's one less thing to hold and bring, but we can put everything in a backpack. But you get my point. It's one less thing to keep up with by having a flashlight on our phone and the app on our phone. But light. Light. Looks like she's holding a candle. Point is a light source. So what I'm getting is spend time with the trees during the day, and then visit the cemetery and the graveyard in the evening. Light. Going with the flow. So bring a cushion, bring a blanket, bring a robe, bring something warm. Because sometimes the ground gets hard to sit on. Even those benches, they get hard to sit on. And if we're going to be spending time outside, then let's take care of ourselves and be warm. Yeah. Growth, transmutation, transformation on many different levels. Major growth. And it will take time. Take time to develop, take time to receive messages, because the spirits may be shy. And that's okay. We honor that. So we give them time. Yeah, I got that right. We give them time to warm up to us. And we are ensuring that we are warm while they're warming up to us. So backpack, blanket, flowers, sack, and bottles of water. And our phones. So make sure our phones are charged before we go. Because if we're going to be needing a flashlight, we can bring an external flashlight. We don't have to use our phone. But if we're going to be using a flashlight to pick up the trash that we see, to show our respect. So gloves. Yeah. Yeah. This is amazing, folks. This is going to resonate for each person individually, differently. But this is communication. Period. End of story. However that resonates for us. All right, folks. Have a great day. Have a great holiday. Bye.